Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are fine and doing well. I hope you have finished all of your previous assigned tasks in your booklet. Today in this lecture we will start the next topic, that is converting percentage to decimal. Open your booklet, page number 53. In this page we will discuss the decimals firstly, because you will learn about the decimals in your upcoming syllabus. So I will just give you an introduction over here. So let's start. Decimal comes from the Latin word decimus, which means tenths. So decimal comes from the Latin word. That Latin word is decimus, and which means tenths, mean tenth part. Decimal is a fraction with denominator 10. When you will write the decimal as a fraction with then that the denominator will be 10. We can write it like 1 by 10. When decimal is with the denominator 10, then we can write this as a 1 by 10, and when we will convert this fraction to decimal, we will write it like 0.1. We will read it 0.1. How we get this 0.1? Our numerator is 1 and our denominator is 10. So 1 is less than 10, so we have to complete the value of 1 to divide it by 10. So to complete the value of any number, we use 0. We use 0 to complete the value of the dividend to divide it by the divisor. Then maybe that number will be same or maybe greater. Now if you will put 0 to complete the value of the dividend, then in the replacement you will put the decimal point at the top in the quotient. Then you will divide this number. 10 ones are 10. 10 minus 10, 0. Now our answer is 0.1, but here I am getting 0.1. Decimal separates the whole number from the fractional part. What is the working of decimal? Decimal separates the whole number from the fractional part. So there are two parts. One is the whole number and second is the fractional part. Whole number is to the left side of the decimal point, and decimal point and fractional part to the right side. This one is your right side. This one, this point, this dot is called decimal point. Left side is for the whole number and right side is for the fractional part. So this one is the fractional part, and whole part is missing over here. Whole part is missing over here. There is no whole part. So if there is no whole part, then you will put 0. You can put 0. That's why 0.1 is over here. Now I will explain you the steps how to convert the percentage to decimal. How to convert the percentage to decimal. So let's start. To convert the percentage to decimal, first convert it into common fraction. Firstly, you will convert the percentage to common fraction, and you have already learned how to convert percentage to fraction, so follow the same steps for this. After converting the percentage to fraction, next step is express that fraction as decimal. After getting the fraction convert it to the decimal, and the main point is over here, the decimal, how to convert it into decimal. Now in this page you can see two examples are here, and both examples are solved, already done for you. I will solve these two examples again for you to explain you these steps. So let's start the example. Convert 75% to decimal. Convert 75% to decimal. So according to this first step, convert it into common fraction. 75% is given. Convert it into fraction. And what is the rule to convert it into fraction? Write the number as it is, and this percentage will be converted as 100 in the denominator. That is the rule how to convert the percentage to the common fraction. Got it? Now we got according to the first step, our percentage is converted into common fraction. Next step is express that fraction as decimal. For this, as you can see that in 75 by 100, denominator is 100, and in 100 there are two zeros. In 100 there are 2 zeros. So to convert it to decimal, we put the decimal point after 2 digits in the numerator from the right side because of the 2 zeros of 100. Now we have 75 by 100, where 75 is the numerator and 100 is the denominator. So to convert this fraction into decimal, we will use the numerator. We will use the numerator. What is our numerator? 75. So to convert this fraction to the decimal, we start from the right side of the numerator. This one is the right side of the numerator, and we will start from the right side and we will put decimal point after 2 digits. Why? Because our denominator is 100. In 100 there are 2 zeros. So according to the zeros in the denominator, you will count the digits. 75, there are 2 digits, 5 and 7. So from the right side, start counting the digits. Because of 100, 2 zeros of 100, we will count the 2 digits from the right side of the numerator. First digit, second digits. These are the 2 digits. So after 2 digits, we will put decimal point. We will put decimal point. That's our answer. Basically, that's our answer. Now, as I told you over here, that if there is no more digit, along with your numerator after the 2 digits, then you can put 0. You can put 0 to complete the value of the whole number, because decimal point separates the fractional part and the whole number. So right side is your fractional part and the left side is your whole number. That's your answer, 0.75. We will read it, 0.75. 0.75. We will read it, 0.75, not 75. We will read it 0.75. Clear? So this 0 is our whole number. This 0 is in the left side. This 0 is the whole number. In the right side, 0.75 is the fractional part. This one is the fractional part. This one is the whole number. And this dot is actually the decimal point. This dot is actually the decimal point. So what actually we are doing? We are starting from the right side of the numerator, and according to the double zeros of 100, we will count the 2 digits, 1 digit, 2 digit, then we will put decimal point. Got it? If there is, for example, with the same numerator, if there is 10 denominator, then what should we do? Then again we will count the zeros of 10. As in 10 there is only 1 zero. So we will start from the right side and we will put the decimal point after the 1 digit from the right side. 1 digit, and we will put decimal point over here because of 1 zero of 10. If your denominator is 1000, if your denominator is 1000, then again you will count the zeros of 1000. Count the zeros of 1000. There are 3 zeros in 1000. So you will start from the right side, count the 3 digits, 1 digit, 2 digit, but there is no third digit. So to complete the third digit, you will put 0. To complete the value, you will put 0. Now from the right side, 1, 2, 3 digit, and after 3 digit, we will put decimal point. If there is no whole number, then you can put 0. In this part, as there is whole number 7 in the left side, so 7 is the whole number and 5 is the fractional part. Hope so you have learned this example. Now I will solve one more example for you to clear your concept. Example is convert 160% to decimal. As our number is 160%, so firstly we will convert this 160% into fraction, into common fraction. Now we will convert it into decimal. So 160 is our number. From the right side, count the zeros of the denominator. There are 2 zeros in the denominator, so from the right side count the 2 digits, 1 digit, 2 digit. So after 2 digit we will put decimal point. Clear? So this one is 1.60. We will read it 1.60, not 1.60. So this is 1 decimal point. There is one more method. There is another method that is already done over here. If you will cut down these zeros, this 0 by 0, then the left number will be 16 by 10. Now check the denominator. There is 1 0 in the denominator, so from the right side, this is your numerator. So from the right side, according to the denominator, 1 0 of the denominator, from the right side after 1 digit you can put decimal point. So this 0 has no value, 1.6 or 1.06, both answers are same. The difference is only just because of these zeros. As there were 2 zeros, so we are putting the decimal point after 2 digits. Here is 1 0, that's why we are putting the decimal point after 1 digit. Got it? So by 100 and by 100, if we are using this 100, then answer will be after 2 zeros, so 1.60. from the right side 1 2, but if you are cutting this one, then from the right side 16 left, so our 1 digit 0, 1 0 in the denominator, so from the right side after 1 digit, but answer will be same. Got it? So I hope you have learned this lesson. Now open your booklet, page number 54. In this page number 54, exercise is given. Solve these all examples by yourself. Watch the video again and again for any problem, and if still you have any problem, you can ask me. Thank you.